Hello everybody, it is me, the Classic Man, and today we're going to be doing my final wrap-up video for Summer Games Fest 2022. And it's going to be about the Xbox and Bethesda Showcase. Not going to be talking about everything like the other two videos. If you've seen the other two videos, you already know the drill. I'm just going to be talking about the stuff that interested me. And in the background, you're going to see gameplay that is related to whatever we're talking about. And with that out of the way, let's get into it. So first up, we're going to talk about Forza. And they showed two Forza things. They showed the Horizon 5 Hot Wheels DLC and some motorsport. We're going to talk about the Horizon 5 Hot Wheels DLC first, because that's what has me the most excited of the two. It looks fun. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. For me, it's going to be a throwback, because when I first got my Xbox One S, it was bundled with Forza Horizon 3 and the Hot Wheels DLC for that game. And I had a blast with Horizon 3, and I had a blast with the Hot Wheels DLC, and the tracks are going to be crazy. They're adding parts, like Hot Wheels track parts, to Event Lab, so even in like the normal base Mexico map, you're going to have people building just insane things. There, it's gonna be like Trackmania levels of nutty, or GTA 5 online racing levels of nutty, and the only thing that I really want to see still is DLC gameplay, and I have a feeling we're gonna get that on Tuesday during the extended showcase. Also, because the first DLC is coming out, I will be doing my second review of Forza Horizon 5. See if they've, made any improvements with the DLC, even though I've still been playing it weekly. So, take from that what you will. But, yeah. And with that, we're going to move on to motorsport. As previously mentioned, up next we're going to talk about Forza Motorsport, which is just going to be called Forza Motorsport, and not Forza Motorsport 8, because this game is a reboot of the entire franchise, apparently. And their gameplay trailer concerned me. They did show a 30-second to maybe a minute section at max of somebody actually driving, and they had like the HUD and everything on the screen. And it looked good. But then again, FM5 looked good. FM6 looked good. FM7 looked good. It's kind of just an expectation that the game is going to look good. And then they also use that to talk about their upgraded physics fidelity and their 48 times improvement that is from their upgrading their tire model from a single contact point to an 8-point tire model that gave them some big advancements in their physics simulation, apparently. And then from there on out, it was all about RTX and how much detail it adds, and how they're running RTX on track in races now, not just in Forza Vista like FH5 does. They talked about their dynamic weather, And yeah, dynamic weather isn't a new thing to console racers, mind you. Because if I remember correctly, a very, very big draw of the Project Cars series is their fantastic dynamic weather system. You're not the first, Turn 10. You're not the first to get it. This is going to also, by the way, I forgot to mention this section is going to get a little heated. Then they talked about their dynamic lighting and how they can do real-time day to night cycles. ACC, Project Cars 2, Assetto Corsa with a mod, iRacing, R Factor 2. All those games I just listed have real-time day to night cycled. And in fact, a huge draw of iRacing is their endurance races that can be 24-hour races. And they run special events that are 24-hour races, like they had their 24 hours of the Nürburgring a few months back. They're going to be having their 24 hours of Le Mans soon. They do every year the 24 hours of Daytona in iRacing. Once again, real-time day to night is nothing new. Photogrammetry is nothing new. Laser scanning is nothing new, guys. That's not what we need you to be telling us about, really. We expect the game to look good. What we want to know is, have the issues from the past games been fixed? And how well does the game actually play? And I'm really hoping that on Tuesday, with the extended showcase, they show a lot more actual driving. Because that trailer kind of left me a little bit concerned. And with that, we're going to move on to Overwatch. So, up next is Overwatch 2. And I really like the direction that they're taking Overwatch 2. I think just making Overwatch 2 free to play really simplifies everything, because it would have been, if they didn't make it free to play, would have been if you bought Overwatch 2, you got the multiplayer and the single player story, but you didn't have to buy Overwatch 2 if you had Overwatch 1 already, because they were just going to update it. So Overwatch 1 would just be the Overwatch 2 multiplayer, and you'd only have the multiplayer, you wouldn't have the single player. And it was just confusing and needlessly complicated to understand. So, good on them for making Overwatch 2 free. I really like where they're taking Overwatch 2. And also, props for not alienating the people that bought Overwatch 1 by giving us the Founders Pack for free. I don't know all what it includes. I saw it included some skins and some other things. Suggestion, maybe include for in the Founders Pack, or maybe a thing that specifically for people that own Overwatch 1, just like a little banner thing that, when it pops up in game, it shows that you are an original Overwatch player, and like when you like have like do like what Rocket League did when they went free to play, and gave you a little player banner that said established in whatever year you started playing the game. Also, then they announced a new hero, which looked cool. Um, really excited to see what they show on the 16th at their little reveal thing, which they're apparently doing that. They had their little thing during the Xbox showcase, but then on the 16th they're doing a full reveal. And I'm definitely going to be watching that. I won't be making a video on it, but I'm going to be watching it because I am interested. And with that, we're going to move on to the final game that I want to talk about, which is the Persona games. So, to end it off, we're going to talk about Persona. And I think the best way to describe my reaction to those announcements is I never saw it coming, and that was the last surprise I was expecting to get from Atlas. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. By the way, if you got that right there, if you got where that's from. Yeah, I am super excited for more Persona games to come to PC. Particularly 5 Royal. I have seen other people play Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal, and I have wanted to play it for so long. I have wanted to play it for just a ton of time. And with GT Sport and Persona 5 Royal being on PlayStation only, I was actually genuinely considering buying a PlayStation. Shout out to Xbox. I don't need to buy a PlayStation now because there's only one game I need it to play, and that's GT Sport. And I'm also even more excited because there was an announcement or a press release, not really a big announcement, but over in Europe, Atlas sent out a press release saying it will be available on Steam, which has me even more hyped up because I don't have to use the Windows Store to get it. I can just use Steam. And I'm just really excited for 5 to come to PC. I can tell you that's a game I'm pre-ordering. As soon as it is available and I can get the money for it, I'm pre-ordering. Also, if anybody in the comments knows how to change the music, please let me know. Because I have heard there's a way in 5 Royal to change it from the 5 Royal soundtrack back to the original Persona 5 soundtrack. Because I'm just going to admit it flat out. I really like Last Surprise and Behind the Mask. And they're kind of one of the reasons that I want to play Persona 5 is those songs. Although a large portion of it still is. I think it's a fun game, and it's a fun-looking game. But I like the original Persona 5 music more than the Royal music. And I've heard there's a way you can change it to the original Persona 5 music. So if you know how to, please let me know down in the comment section. So when the game comes out on PC in October, I can get it, and I can do that, and I can enjoy it with the original Persona 5 soundtrack. Also, I'm just going to say this, both are good. Both soundtracks, both the Royal soundtrack and the 5 soundtrack, I've listened to a little bit of both. They're both good. I just like Persona 5 originals more. Also, it's cool we're getting Persona 3 Portable. just more Persona to play. So, yeah. And to end it off, my thoughts on the conference as a whole, it was pretty good. I do wish they would have just had the press conference and then immediately follow it with the extended showcase like they did with like Gamescom, where they had the press conference and then immediately after that they had the extended showcase, and not have it be the conference is on Sunday but then the extended showcase is on Tuesday. Would have been nice to just, flow everything together. And with that, thank you guys all for watching. I hope you guys all enjoy, and bye for now. Peace.